Alright, guys and gals, we're gonna attempt the Eternal Labyrinth. I've tried a couple times, I died a couple times. First time was accident, second time was due to lag, actually. I was trying to move around and ended up dying. I don't want to put out a video where it just ends there, and you know, I don't mind showing the deaths if I do end up compiling it. But yeah, I might throw in that lag death at the beginning here, just so y'all could see what had happened. But it was something ridiculous. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I'm gonna try and work my way through quickly and efficiently, and whatnot. So we're gonna just roll through this as fast as possible, and try and avoid traps as much as possible so we don't die. And I almost died right there. Of course. Yeah, so I'm just gonna work on that, and I will be back once we get to that point. So let's see. So we gotta unlock it like this. Okay, so fire, lightning, ice, fire, lightning, ice, fire, lightning, ice, fire, lightning, ice, fire. Labyrinth Trove. See what we get. Sea Jacks for sure we'll take. Maybe take that helmet as well. But yeah. So I'm just gonna, we're gonna do this quick intro. I'm gonna keep rolling through. I'll throw in some B-roll while we're going through and talk with y'all. Beyond that, though, we're just gonna steamroll this whole thing, cause that was beyond agitating, to say the least. And that's because I'm not even on hardcore. If I was on hardcore and I died like that with that lag, oh man, I don't even know how I would feel right now. But okay, so we'll be right back in the next area, and see y'all then. All right, this is going to be a silver key room, just like it would say on PoE Lab, and we will work through this as quickly as possible. Try and avoid the traps as much as possible. Last thing we need to do is die, because then we have to start all over again. Thought it said timed. Either way. Work our way through all the traps. Always ID these if you can. If not, make sure you have a freeze scroll on. A freeze potion on hand, something that'll remove freeze from you and keep you unfrozen for a second, so that way you can get away. If it so happens to be freeze, because that is probably one of the biggest or deadliest things that can happen with the strong boxes for you. Other than that, we'll work our way through and we'll get the silver key, and I'll see y'all in the next area. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and I'll walk y'all through this one, because there's like 3 separate rooms for silver keys. So we'll do this full one together, so y'all can see some of the traps and stuff, and then some of the dark shrine type stuff. So we're gonna get all the dark shrines. We got diamond shrine, so always critical strike. So let's keep going. Make sure we kill everything off. Doesn't look like that leads to anything that we need to look at. Do the same thing here. Make sure you, if you do freeze, you can get unfrozen. We want to get all the loot we possibly can. We don't need the gavel. We can keep it, I guess. That's fine. What's over here? Sometimes you'll run into rooms that really don't have any value, like this. So you know, and there are other rooms that they have value, but you really don't know what their value is right away, because sometimes you'll find like hidden passages or whatever the case might be. But always keep an eye out. So we worked our way past the traps, killing all the monsters, getting all the loots. And now we have to get past more traps to get to the silver key. Okay, so if we come over here, this actually leads to the entrance, and this is how all the rooms are kind of, or all the areas are kind of designed when you have these dead end areas. So they'll circle around, you go through traps for the reward, and then you can exit. So let's just keep that in mind. Let's get ourselves through here real quick. You can pop through stuff like this. Everybody should be able to. Your movement skills should be able to get you through most of the areas like this, so just FYI. And if you have trouble with your movement skills, practice how to use them. Try and aim for specific areas. And there goes the silver key. And we got 3 other rooms like this throughout this lab. I'll show you all the beginnings of them, and of course, you know, I'll do that, and then but we'll keep moving real quick though. We're gonna get through this lab and beat up Izaro and get our final ascension and all that good stuff. So I'll see y'all in the next area. Alright, we're in the next area. Just work our way through, try and avoid traps and whatnot. But we did get a dark shrine that gives us 50% reduced damage from traps and effectiveness of damage over time from traps, so that's a plus. Those dark shrines really come in handy. Take your time. I was kind of curious about something. Okay, so there's nothing we gotta press there. But here, just to show y'all, see it does a lot less damage, 50% less to be exact. So it does come in handy. We'll work our way through here, and even the fire will do a lot less damage once we have that. If we can get, if you get that early on, it makes a huge difference on how quickly you can move through stuff. But beyond that though, we'll just keep at it, and I'll see y'all in the next area. Alright, we made it into the Argus room. The Argus room contains Argus, and he is Izaro's pet. We kill him, we get an extra key. Easy peasy, you know what I'm saying? Boom, dead. Got our key, and we can move on. I already passed through the majority of the traps earlier, so we don't have to worry about those. We just gotta look around a little bit, get a little B-roll going for this room, or this area. sure that we don't die and we don't miss any secret passages, because that's the big one. That's the key. Key to success is those dark shrines, in my personal opinion, especially if you have trouble with certain types of damage or anything like that. They will definitely help you out, just because you get shrine effects, you get bonuses like we have right now with the 50% less damage taken from traps. We get all sorts of stuff like that, so keep it in mind. And then if you really need it, you can also get a little extra help here. You can actually, like, when you're fighting Izaro, there will be conduits, there will be generals and stuff like that, and this helps you defeat them or get rid of at least one very quickly. So if you have damage issues, that's something you should definitely look into. But overall, come on. Made it all the way through. And now on to the next room. Alright, guys and gals, let's take out Izaro. Shouldn't be too hard. Just bob and weave, bob and weave. Get him with some attacks and move. Get him with some attacks and move. Get him with some attacks and move. Just like that. Ooh, ho, ho, ho. You see that? Did you see that attack? It's exactly what I'm talking about. You gotta avoid that big swipe. That big swipe just about took me out. Dangerous. I should have some more HP. I'm working on it. I promise you, I'm trying to work on my gear. This will help out though. Getting this last ascendancy is gonna give us access, at least during the majority of fights. It'll give us access to endurance and I think it's endurance and what else? Different kind of charges. 2 charges that we get access to, and it helps us out quite a bit. And it will, it'll continue to help us out quite a bit for that reason. Locked door. That opened that. Make sure we kill all these guys. Work our way through. Get out of here. I don't think we missed anything down here, did we? Nah. Kill off everybody. So yeah, definitely avoid that wide attack that he does. That big old swipe. That thing was deadly. I could have died right there. Honestly, like if I had just slightly less HP, I would have been dead. And then dying in here, it's no fun. Again, you start out from the beginning and then you gotta work your way through again. But alright, I'll keep killing and I'll keep working through, and if I find anything of note, or if I open up any special chests or anything like that, I will record and show y'all all that good stuff. But until we get to the next room, I'll see y'all then. Alright, we got our third silver key kind of thing going on here, so we'll work our way through. Let's see what the first set of traps looks like. Alright, got flame traps and stuff. Luckily we're taking less damage. We would have definitely died there if we weren't, though. That would have been it. Game over. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Trying to take out most of this stuff just to make sure we're good. should open that too. Oof, dangerous. Even taking 50% less damage from traps, it gets dangerous. So keep that in mind, y'all. Keep that in mind. Don't ever take it lightly. And when you're not taking, and when you are taking full damage, believe me, you don't want to be on the receiving end of any of these traps. None of them. Not the poison trap, not the blades, nothing. Because they hurt. And you will die, or you can die at least, you know, it's not inevitable for it to happen, but it is pretty likely that it will happen if you are too reckless. Of course, I'm being a little reckless, I ain't gonna lie. I'm being a little bit reckless myself, so can't judge y'all on it, but at the same time, it's something that you should keep in mind when working through the lab, especially when you have to actually trade an item to enter this labyrinth. You know, it's not the same as the other labs where you can just enter all willy-nilly. You know, you don't have to pay anything, any tribute or anything like that. So just, you know, keep that in mind. You don't want to. Why does it feel like there should be something here? Like, I feel like there should be an entrance or something crazy, something going on here. Alright, well, whatever the case might be, we'll just keep moving. Got a locked door there, we gotta get through here. This just leads straight back to the entrance, so we have to work our way through these traps right here. Oof. Oh, that bleed, it'll get you. Alright, so it's a good thing the Pantheon that I'm using right now, so if I don't use any of my life flasks, they should start filling up, I thought, unless... Okay, yeah, there they go. So gotta be cautious. So you can get that bleed on us and it'll ruin our day. Those traps do a lot of damage. Keep that in mind. You know, I'm like I said, I'm taking 50% less damage and I'm still taking damage. So, be cautious. But that should be it. Now we can just get ourselves out of here. And I'll see y'all in the next room. Okay, this room we have a couple of branching paths. We'll want to take the lower one because the one to the right will lead to the boss, and the lower one will be it'll be a silver door room. So we'll work our way to that one. Okay, so definitely don't want to use movement skills when you're on these green ones. That's why I've been taking damage when I move across them. So whenever those green ones are up, don't use a movement skill, or try to avoid using movement skills at least. Hold on, wasn't paying enough attention. Okay, so let's move that way. Oh. Should be okay, right? Nope. Man. Alright, alright. Alright, so There's a secret passageway. Secret passageways are just ways to get to the other rooms easier. Saves us some time. Allows us to avoid certain traps and all sorts of stuff like that. And so you always want to look for those. They can be in not chests, but they can be in like sarcophaguses and, you know, quote unquote, just stuff like that, like coffins and all sorts of stuff. So keep your eyes out, peeled for that, because as you can see, it helped us skip like a whole trap area back this way. We walk this way. Let's see. That's a door. That's a door. Let's see, which way is it at? This way? Yeah, so if I head back this way, yeah, there's a whole trap area right there that we skipped over. Only reason I came back this way is so we can take a look for anything that we might have missed otherwise. Secret rooms, chests, etc. But that allowed us to skip a whole bunch of traps, and now we can just run this way. And this would be the silver door room that I was talking about. And yes, there's going to still be some traps, obviously. Can't completely skip everything, but we can move through it fairly quickly and get to the silver door. And once we get to the silver door, this one has time cranks or time levers, or however you want to talk about it. And so just run through, pop them real quick. Oh. That's what happens when you don't press them fast enough. Okay, I got them that time. Let's see what we get. Alright, we got a bunch of good stuff, so we'll definitely take a look at that. And I'll see y'all in the next room. Alright, we're gonna fight Azara for the second time. Let's get in there and do our thing. Remember, dodge, dodge, dodge. Don't want to get hit by his attacks, for sure. You see him charging up that forward slash, get out of the way. Alright, we got him taken out. Cool. We'll move on to the next area. You can see what we're looking at. It's a plane room, and from PoE Lab, there is a gauntlet in here, which is just trying to, once you get through it, you can get a chest and stuff like that. So work our way through here, and I'll probably do a little cut. Show y'all where the chest is at, what we get, and all that. See, the gauntlet's probably this way. The gauntlet is usually something like this, where you gotta run through and kind of quit dying. Run through and just get through a bunch of traps and stuff, and that'll lead us to a chest or something similar. You die rather well. Okay, so this got us all the way to the end. We don't want to go there just yet. Nothing wrong in looking around rooms like this. But as you can see, all this purple stuff, all these smaller purple lines and whatnot, all of that is you take damage when you use a movement skill. So be careful. again, if you pop one of these strong boxes, ensure you have a freeze flask or even a shock flask sometimes, but yeah, freeze is more common, and can kill you a lot faster. So okay, so there's Labyrinth Trove right there. So this is the gauntlet little area kind of thing. We'll work our way through. Try not to take too much damage. And boom. And sacrifices and some corrupted items. Corrupted items are kind of sometimes you can find really good corrupted items. Most of the time they're going to be junk. We can check the map real quick. You see there's a section that we did not touch, and though I don't want to go back, I am very tempted to do so because I know sometimes there are things that we just kind of missed. So try not to die though. Should take my time getting through here instead of rushing through like I have been. And you should always try and take your time when it comes to the traps. It's never a good idea to get yourself stuck in a situation like that. But yeah, the little gauntlet that I just showed y'all with the Labyrinth Trove, that's more or less what you'll run into on the rooms where it says that there's a gauntlet. It'll be some traps or or more specifically, a lot of the times it will be I don't know what you would call it. It's kind of like you stand in the general area of a pillar and it kind of moves through. It's like a switch for the whole thing, and as you do it though, you can you follow it along, and once you follow it all the way to the end, that's when you're able to claim your prize. Again, still a Labyrinth Trove kind of thing, and it's randomized what kind of loot you get out of those. So right now we're going to be going to another room. It's another general room. There doesn't seem to be anything special in it. We'll still look around just because, and then we'll want to go to the room to the right first because that's another silver key room, and hopefully we end up with some good stuff there. And I say to the right, it's as generally as I can because a lot of the times the direction in which the room is when you view it is not actually the direction in which you go to get there. It sounds really weird, but it's just it's never as simple as it's a labyrinth. It's never as simple as just, oh yeah, go to the right and that's where the door will be, or go to the left and that's where the door will be. It's never ever that simple. Usually the further entrances will lead to the rooms that are like side rooms, and so so technically speaking, it's more straightforward if you just like go straight to the closest rooms, and those will pretty much lead you to the boss if that's all you're trying to do is like take care of the boss. But just keep that in mind. And we'll go check that out in a second. Let's clear out this room first. I'm not big on leaving stuff half explored. Kind of bugs me when that happens. And I believe this is the room we died in last time with that lag. Not this room, but this area. So we'll take a look. I just ran through it like that. I don't even care. And it didn't even lead anywhere, man. What kind of stuff is that? Just led me upstairs, which is where these chests are. Huh. Has to be something else down here. Wouldn't guard it like this if there wasn't something. Go this way. There's a bunch of chests here. So, pop the chests when you come by them. I mean, you never know. You could get lucky and get something really cool. That's kind of weird. Did anything drop out of it? Nothing dropped out of it. That's very strange. Okay. Got a trunk right here. No, nothing special. That's really strange. But yeah, so I'm here. This is where we're gonna go. But we actually don't want to go there. We want to go to the right. So this is not the area we wish to travel to. So I'll meet y'all in the next room once I get there. Alright, we made it to the silver door room, or another silver door room. Let's see, hopefully we get some pretty good stuff. Man, these rooms are ridiculous. And you really don't want to use movement skills in these green ones. Take more damage. Taking more damage is never a good thing. So if you can take stuff out, take it out. Door's still locked. Move into that position. Alright, that should be all of them. Now we should be able to kind of jump over here. Jump over there. Get rid of the traps and boom, finally. Hit that lever. I don't know if that opens something back at the entrance. Or what, but actually no, it's dead end, so the only way to open that last one, see that, what we're seeing right there is the entrance back to the entrance. We have to get through this first trap area to open up into the actual map area right here, so take a look around. Once I get to the silver door, I'll be back. See y'all there. Alright guys, now this is the kind of gauntlet I was talking about. This one, you just kind of avoid taking taking damage from the traps and keep killing the enemies. You have to stand where the pillar is or in the aura that the pillar is creating. And so sometimes it's a little hard to avoid the traps. These aren't that bad. I've had much worse run-ins with different sets of traps before. Where there's like literally no room for you to move. So this isn't all that bad. See, like usually what you'll do is you'll give yourself a little space, hop into the next area, boom, easy. Curious lockbox, get your key. If you're gonna take any of the gear, take it. I needed some more two-handed weapons, so got that. Me, I like checking over here in areas that I didn't get a check, just to make sure we don't miss nothing. You know. Alright, I'll be back at the silver door. Alright, we're at the silver door. Let's enter, take out the enemies, and see what we got. Make sure we don't miss anything before we open up that. Okay, so this was a gem one, so those are kind of cool too. I like getting those. Gets us a good amount of stuff. A lot of jewels you can technically trade for, like a chaos or so. It just depends on the set of stats that it appears with. Alright though. Pop that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to head to the next area. I'll see y'all there. Alright, now we're in the next area, and this area should have a gauntlet, and we have two more rooms we can go to. We have the boss room, and then we also have the final silver door room. So of course we want to hit the final silver door room first if possible. I'm not sure which one this will be. Okay, so this is the boss room. So if you wanted to unload, right now would be the time, just in case you run into some really good stuff. We'll unload real quick. Usually I'll just dump it in here, but I've actually had quite a bit of stuff recently, so I'm just kind of trying to manage it and put the gems in here. I can go through them in a little bit. I'll put these in here. Same for those. And we'll put up our fragments and our currency. Alright, so yeah, clearing out the space is helpful. Again, there's nothing over here because it's a dead end. Like most of these areas are dead ends, so that's why you have that little loop that happens most of the time. So let's do some killing in here. We'll see how bad the traps are. We'll see about where that gauntlet's at, and we'll try and find any hidden passageways or anything like that. Don't forget, hover over stuff. Even though I have pretty much everything showing, it won't show like secret passageways or anything like that. So just keep that in mind. Don't do that. Don't run through it like that. Take your time. You really don't want to die, trust me. Okay, so this one will take us to the silver door. Let's finish exploring this area though. Oh, not trying to get myself killed. Okay, so there's a time crank. So I assume that there's another one somewhere nearby. Or semi-nearby or something. Maybe not. I don't know. Alright, so that got us another treasure key. So that was the gauntlet, the little set of traps and stuff like that. But I'll see y'all in the next room. Be right back. Alright, we're in the silver door. The last one that we need, so we'll take a look around. Of course, this side will be where it leads back into a circle. And we just gotta look around and see where the traps go. See, they can hit us pretty, they have a good radius. And see, we just stepped on a trap right there. Sometimes the traps are hidden, so like, might be right there, yeah. Y'all see that little rock turn? I don't know if y'all noticed it or not. So there's a rock right here. But there it is. A lot of the time, see right there, boom. Hidden traps, you know what I'm saying? Keep that in mind. It will save you in the future. If you see any like rocks like that just kind of chilling, that means they're traps. But I will come back as soon as we find that silver door. Be right back. Alright, we made it back to the silver door. Let's go in here and see what we got. Got a strong box. I don't know if we have any currency we can use to modify it. And of course we have the Emperor's Vault. Yeah, we can use this. Okay, so cast random curse when activated, contains items, have quality of 4% quality. Okay, that's not too bad. Doesn't really do anything too dangerous, and then everything in here has quality, so that's fine. Nothing we need. And we got another jewel one, so that's cool. Jewel ones are always pretty cool to get. Gives you a wide variety of things to choose from, and you can always trade them in. There are different recipes for that. I might go over that a little later. But yeah, take all that stuff. Finally got done. Now we just have to defeat Izaro for the final time, and we'll be done with the Uber Lab. So I'll meet y'all at Izaro, and I'll see y'all there. Alright, guys and gals, it's time for us to fight Izaro for the final time. I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit nervous, but I'm gonna bob and weave and get through this and get our final ascendancy. And wish me luck. So usually there's traps, so good thing there's not, because then we couldn't run around freely, and we'd have to worry about that. So I'm just gonna keep running around because I don't feel like getting hit right out the gate for any specific reason. Definitely don't want to get hit by that. Boom. All done. We've got so many of those. Surprise. We got 3 keys, so that puts us at 6 total. Fossilized Spirit Shield, that's good. And the rest of this is kind of eh. I mean, we can grab a couple of the weapons if there's 2-handers, just to kind of keep us loaded up for when we do our Chaos Orb trade-ins. Okay, so first let's do this. I only have 1 shot, so let's see if we can get a better enchant on our helmet. Mirror Arrow and Mirror Arrow clones deal 40% increased damage. Nope. No luck. That's okay. I'm still trying to get a good one on there. I usually put my weapons in here, and then junk is just junk, so we'll just throw that in the quad tab for now. We'll go through it later. Whoop. Okay, we got 6. And pull that up. We got 6 of them. Okay, so what if we do this one, this one? We're gonna do all the outside ones. This one, this one, this one, this one. We got 2 more keys. So we got 4. So we'll do opposites. Alright, we got a whole bunch of good stuff. Plate vest, carpenter chisel. I'm gonna have to go through all this stuff and grab it, but I'll do that in a second. But just wanted to show y'all everything. Morbid Wish, Fossilized Spirit Shield. We got a whole bunch of stuff. So I definitely got to look through all of this and pick through it. But let's go ahead. We did it. Earned harvest footprint effect microtransaction. 12 challenges complete. We finished our labyrinth, and now we're going to unlock Outmatch Outlast. That's our last one to get for our ascendancies, and that gives us access to frenzy charges and endurance charges while we're killing. So get 10% more physical damage while at maximum frenzy charges, and 10% reduced physical damage taken while at maximum endurance charges. And so that's going to help us out greatly. And we also get more attack speed and damage one-handed weapons. So in general, it's all good right there. So we grabbed all that stuff. Our damage is 83,000. Oh, that's why. We still got the diamond shrine on. I was like, that don't sound right. I mean, our damage is high, don't get me wrong, but for it to be that high, that's kind of ridiculous. Let's grab all the currency first, because that'll be the easiest thing to clean up, and it'll kind of clean up the area for us and whatnot. So, but yeah, this is why you run the Uber Lab. Usually you can do it pretty fast if you focus on it. Me, of course, I was kind of playing around and trying to learn it, and It was fun. It wasn't too hard. The traps are probably the most deadly thing in here. So definitely keep an eye on those. But overall, it really wasn't all that bad. I would just suggest taking your time with the traps, the little trap areas, and beyond that, though, you're gonna be doing great. Um, Titan gauntlets, assassin garb of haze. Wonder why those are highlighted. Is it the item level 84? Woo. I guess that's what all of these are. That's cool. But but yeah, definitely grab whatever whatever good stuff you want to grab, and put it up. Usually I'll grab everything, um, but I mean we really don't need to grab everything, honestly. Let's grab what we need to grab. Of course, we grabbed the uniques. There was two of them, right? I could have sworn. Yeah, there was a jewel. Adds one maximum lightning damage to attacks per one dexterity allocated in radius. That's kind of cool. I think we might have one of those though. Let me see. Yeah, we do. We didn't have one of those though, which is kind of odd because it's like one of the lowest level chess pieces you can have. But that's cool. So we'll throw this in here and we'll move all these 6 socket items over here. That'll get us some more materials. The rings, of course, so rings and amulets go in here. That's ID'd. I don't need ID'd stuff. 13 all resistance. That's not bad though. If it had, actually that's not too bad for the level and everything. The rest of this is pretty much junk. So we'll throw it in the quad stash and we'll pick up everything else. But that was the Uber Lab. That's how you run it. That's how you get it done. If you're unlucky like me, like I said, I'm gonna throw that clip in from earlier where I died, and I could not believe it. I lagged and I just died. I was in shock, to say the least. But I'll throw that clip in at the very beginning, and yeah, y'all will see what's going on. But until next time, this is Elderofwoe saying over and out.